Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that we're going to talk about today is pushing back all of the clips that I have coming at you from the gun control perspective and destroying that narrative, because we've got to talk about a breaking Biden administration order which blocked exports across the globe. Now, I have some very serious questions, and maybe I'm missing something, but this is going to potentially be better for U.S. consumers. Anyway, I'm going to walk you through it in 1 second. Everything will be linked, and I really want to hear from you guys on this one in the comments to tell me if I'm on landed this plane or not. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And I'm going to say a quick word about our giveaway that Vanish is doing, and then we're going to hit this. My brothers and sisters, I am excited to bring you what I think is the biggest giveaway that I've ever seen on this channel, and it's brought to you by Vanish Holsters. Now, Vanish Holsters is made for the everyday American concealed carry patriot, not the upper echelons of the gun world. We're talking somebody who wants to have a gun, have it be comfortably stored, and safely stored to protect themselves and those that they love. This is the most comfortable holster that you're ever going to wear. This is a 48-inch belt that fits universally to anybody, and it's completely ambidextrous. It has a no stink material, and it fits up to a 46-inch waist. This is something that you're going to want to check out. Look at this. They are launching the biggest giveaway I have ever had on this channel. They are giving one of you this incredible Jeep Gladiator and $25,000 worth of gold thanks to Vanish. To enter, all you have to do is click the link in the description and get yourself the most comfortable holster you've ever worn, and Vanish is hooking you up. Get $40 off now when you use my link in the description box. All right, my brothers and sisters, so we've got to talk about something. This is a very interesting scenario. And before I dive into that, I want to say to each of you that signed on to the letter, welcoming and encouraging Mike Johnson for his work for Pro 2A, and also encouraging future defense of the 2A for his actions right now. 2,700 people signed that. It's part of our new infrastructure. I would love for you guys to check it. It's linked in the description box below. I really want to get to a goal of 10,000 people to send this letter out on November 3rd, and I'd love to have you be a part. It's got complete anonymity. It's a unique identifier, and I'd love to have you take part in it. But let's dive into this, because something about this order, I don't understand the perspective of how it's being covered. Let me walk you through it, then I'll show you what I mean. The Bureau of Industry and Security, Firearms, Pause and Review Frequently Asked Questions. This came out October 27th, 2023. This is a seizing of all exporting of ammunition and firearms to non-governmental agencies, except in Israel and Ukraine. Non-governmental agencies would be civilians and would be third-party consumers. Those aren't the main revenue generator in other countries. Governments are. Police departments are. Militaries are. So what's this truly about? Check this out. Effective immediately, the U.S. Department of Commerce is pausing for approximately 90 days the issuance of new export licenses involving certain firearms, related components, and ammunition under its jurisdiction, and the provision of new export assistance activities for such products to all non-governmental end users worldwide, apart from those in certain destinations. Now, this is the thing that I'm a little confused about, because the angle so far, what I've seen on this, and this is not an attack on anybody else in our community. We're all on the exact same page. We are Pro 2A, and we are driving our rights forward. But I think that something's been missed here. When you're talking about an export ban for 90 days, the big hubbub on those exact same conversation points was the ammunition prices are about to skyrocket. We're about to have shortages. We're about to have no ammo for our own consumption here in the United States. That was a lot of the conversation last week. Well, now you've got an export ban of ammunition, which means that ammunition has to be dumped domestically, which means supply will increase, which means prices will go down and availability will increase. The Biden administration, in banning the export of ammunition specifically, may have just lowered the price and increased the availability of ammunition domestically in the United States, which positively benefits you, the American end user. So this is where I'm a little confused on either I'm missing something that is completely possible, or we're focusing on the wrong part of this. Now let's look at the part of this scenario that could hurt the gun world, right? This is the part where non-governmental agents or non-governmental people can't get ammunition and guns anymore. Again, if the angle is to hurt gun manufacturers and ammunition manufacturers, that's going to backfire to a religiously high level because it's going to be consumed in the United States, which, again, if the point was to prevent the gun manufacturers from selling or ammunition manufacturers from selling or consumption happening, it's going to backfire even more so because it's going to be locally consumed. In effect, this isn't going to have the outcome of affecting the gun world in a negative manner. It's actually going to have the effect of a positive, which is the ultimate irony because the Biden administration just did this order. I'm really failing to see where an export ban is going to affect domestic consumption because, again, the supply is going to be shifted into the market where the demand already exists. Like I said, I could totally be missing something. You guys can let me know in the comments field below, but let me just show you the rest of the order here. During this pause period, the department will further assess current firearm export control review policies to determine whether any changes are warranted to advance U.S. national security and foreign policy interest. The review will be conducted with urgency and will enable the department to more effectively assess and mitigate risk of firearms being diverted to entities or activities that promote regional instability, violate human rights, or fuel criminal activities. Reading between the lines there, they're saying no one outside of a government's going to get guns anywhere else in the United States or in the world because of this instability in Europe and the instability in the Middle East. That's what they're saying. That's the impetus for this. Now, when they do this, again, you're going to have everything dumped locally. The main thing here, and this is the interesting part, it seems that it seems that the angle of attacking the Second Amendment producing companies is going to be overshadowed by the consumption of the U.S. consumer for these goods, which is going to be consumed domestically and produced domestically. Think back, for example, to earlier this year or earlier last year when the Biden administration stopped the import of Russian ammunition when the Ukraine conflict started. There was the same type of freak out about it, but all that happened, and we talked about it on this channel, the demand was still there in the United States markets, and so the Russian companies went to somewhere like Italy or Czechoslovakia or Bulgaria. They repackaged it, sent their ammunition there, and then it went to the United States, and the end result was we had more ammo in the United States. Free markets are always going to determine where something goes, and the demand is there, the supply will follow. This is kind of what we're seeing here. Like I said, I'm not going to say anybody's wrong. We're all on the same team, but I'm failing to see the part where this is going to affect U.S. consumers and U.S. manufacturers negatively. I can only see it being a massive backfire for the gun control regime because there's going to be more stuff available for us locally. I hope I landed that plane. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.